Hey everyone, this is Teresa from Base 10 Montessori, and today I'm working on more language projects. Today I'm working on word families, and I'm doing some word family projects that are going to line up with the Bob books, particularly the very first Bob book that's titled Matt. And this word family project that I'm working on is going to have the word families right here, and then we're going to have these little cubes that you can turn. Like that. And at first I was going to put the letters on every side of the cube. That was the original idea. And then I realized, that really would create a lot of orientation issues, and I really want to make sure that the children are able to orient the letters in the correct direction. So that's why I decided I'm not going to put anything on the sides. That can be for holding it, right? Or something. So I decided against putting letters on the side so that we could just do one direction. And I really wanted to make sure that each direction, that if they moved it in one direction, the letters would be in the correct orientation. And this one has two sides to it. So these word families are all found in that first Bob book. And I'm a little annoyed at how they turned out. I had imagined them looking much nicer. I had imagined using them with stickers, and here you can see I pulled the stickers off. I really didn't like the stickers once I put them on there because, first of all, they were way too small when I put them on there, but also I didn't like the T. I didn't like that it had this little bubble at the bottom. And I'm a real stickler for once you start with a certain font, that's the font you use in your classroom. And I use Century Gothic, and I like everything to look like Century Gothic. And when I can't find materials that have that print, I do get a little bit annoyed. And just to keep that in mind, when you're working with 3 to 6 year olds, introducing tons of different types of fonts is not necessarily a good idea. They really need to memorize one type of font before they go and expand into others. And considering the fact that Montessori does cursive and print, we write in cursive and we read in print, I think that's more than enough for different styles of font for a young child. So I really try to stick with either cursive, or I do the Century Gothic if they're reading. So this is Century Gothic right here. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed that it looks a little sloppier than I would have liked, but I'm going to consider these the prototypes and hope that maybe at least I'll see if it works, right? See if they like the idea or not. And then I also plan to maybe try and do these in phonograms as well, or something like this. So I'm just trying to think of interesting ways in which I can do more word family works, because if you can get that word family in there, that really helps with blending. And if a child is stuck in that blending phase, if they can't seem to go from understanding their phonics to blending a word together, these word families can be really helpful. Plus it helps them chunk the information together, right? Helps them group that information, that AM together. When I see that, it's going to be the sound am. And so they don't have to sound it out separately. So it helps them store information just a little bit more efficiently. So like I said, I'm going to connect this to the Bob books, but I'm also color coordinating it to the Sandpaper letters and the Moveable alphabet so that everything is coordinated. And if I do this for phonograms, I'll probably make them green so that they match the green Sandpaper letters. So anyways, that's what I'm working on today. So I've got a lot of gluing to do. I've got a big mess to make, and then I have the mess to clean up. So hopefully you're having a wonderful day, and hopefully you're getting your lesson plans in your classroom around. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you think of this idea, and I'll report back on how it goes later on in this year.